Hello and greetings, fellow painters. I'm still Tom, and I'm still your host on this painting journey. Today, we're painting Halfpenny Bridge, which traverses the Iffley River that cuts through the heart of Dublin. Found this remarkable landmark right behind the Old Mill Bar. We had dinner the night before. I had the fish and chips. It was cod. It was delicious. It was scrumptious. Wife had lamb shank, and this was enormous and so tender. Portions were extremely generous, so she had like a few bites and she was full, and I got 2 dinners. And I feel like I've really lucked out in the food category in this journey. So, city Dublin. Yes, we're still in Dublin. It's by far one of the best cities I've been in the world. Music, culture, food, arts, the people. This place has got it all and then some. Every cab driver we had didn't just like the city, they loved it. And I can only understand why. Some were natives, some were transplants coming from somewhere else and falling in love with the city and settling here, and I don't blame them one bit. This place is wonderful. There's so much to do, things to see, and I have a definite case of FOMO built up, all the places I want to go, things to paint, places to see, just to experience. And the time schedule does not allow that. This place is definitely on my will return to list. The sun wasn't out today. Instead, strong, steady wind, overcast gray. The sky made for a very dramatic sky in the painting, and the reflection in the river to match. I really didn't spend a lot of time or focus on the background of this painting too much. A couple unique buildings with copper patina roofs stood out, but for the most part, the rest could just fade non-discreetly into the background. I actually included a couple people passing by on the bridge, so there were thousands of people and foot traffic. And so many of them came in to watch me paint, just say nice words, take photos of me. It still feels a little weird. I mean, you have to get used to it when you're painting in public. People are going to come up and watch you. They're going to talk to you and stuff. And it's just, it's just a good thing to have around. I don't know how to explain it really. I guess because everyone is so used to just go, go, go. And then we see someone stop to paint and enjoy something, it might resonate with them a little. Hopefully it inspires them that just because the pandemic is over and life is getting back to normal, it's not all just work, work, work. You have to stop and live a little, enjoy things, create things, make things better for yourself and others. There's plenty enough in the world trying to make it worse, and if I'm just one voice to inspire others to make it better, then so be it. I'll be that guy. I will. Now back to the painting. This city is busy, bustling place. Tourists are obvious to spot. Local business people moving from office to lunch and back are easy to spot. The suits, the pantsuits, the briefcases. The locals are easy to figure out. The blue collar workers that this city runs on, from all the shops, stores, tourism, the businesses, everything. They're easy. They're the people that actually make this city work, and every one of them has been awesome. Funny thing happened though was one sweet girl asked me in a very thick Irish accent for directions, and she had her phone map out, a paper map out, everything. I thought this was slightly ironic. I have an unmistakable American accent. As soon as I let her know that I had not only had no clue what she was asking me, that she'd have to say it again slower so I could understand. Uh, Once I understood what she was asking me, it dawned on her that I wasn't a local, and I didn't know how to get her to where she wanted to go. And I would not be of any help. I just tried to be as polite as possible and hope she got to where she's going. Oh, it was a pleasant distraction. And it was, I do hope she got there. Uh, there's a bridge behind the Halfpenny Bridge from this perspective, but it's really just a shaded dark area without much light or detail upon it. It more aims to quickly be a problem blob, a bloblum, and just won't do. So I decided to try to make a contrast color as part of the shadow to help add balance to the composition. The painting looks very different from the photo. Uh, it's also different from the eye in both instances as well. It's like it's like the photo, the painting, and what you see in real life are three different images. And there's a process. I mean, you look at the picture, you look at your subject, you see it, and then you take a picture of it with your phone. You take a picture of it with your camera. You draw a sketch of it, as I did. You take that sketch and you paint a sketch of it on your canvas. And then you paint the actual painting itself. So by the time you just get the first painting done, you have 6 different versions of the same thing. And none of them match what's in your eye, what you really see. So there's that. And then if you want to revisit it, it's going to be similar but different. So, and that's with almost every painting. Is the process you have to is how you go about. Um, and another thing, I wasn't really wanting to count all the metal fence pickets. I didn't really just want to blend a line, dirty wall of an arch. So my attempt was really more the impression of the pickets to help define this bridge as a unique artifact in this wonderful city. The perspective is everything when you have a subject. How you look at it versus how others see it. And at my height, I see things slightly different than most. There's about a foot difference in the perspective of height. And then how I see things is different than how anybody sees things, because we're all different, and that's the thing. But when I paint something from my perspective, it's different than somewhere else has ever seen it, and everyone is different. And so if you're ever worried about that, put it aside. You don't need it. Focus on painting, being a better painter, and expressing yourself through your technique. That's all you really got to worry about. I mean, if I painted this bridge, I painted this bridge once successfully. It's right here. If I get to paint it again, it'll look similar or different. It may look completely different just based on the day, just based on environmental factors. It may be based just on the types of material of the paint I use. That happens. And today I also learned a little self-inflicted lesson on this painting. Don't overwork an area. Don't overwork your painting at all, actually. So if you're trying to tidy up a spot here in the background, and I flubbed it. I mean, I instantly became frustrated with myself. I put my brush in the middle space, cleaned my brush mid-cleaning of the spot, and cleaned it and made it worse. I thinned the sky right off the canvas, revealing the gray underneath, so I had to go back to my palette, find the sky color, blend it back through, as if I never messed up in the first place, making more work for myself than really needed. And if I would have just left it alone, it would have been fine. Alas, it was a thing. I wanted to fix in my little world. So, but the lesson was clear. Slow down, think about what you want to fix, and find the best way to fix it instead of overworking it and taking away from the best way possible of putting something together. Well, there you go. Halfpenny Bridge. Tune in next week when we go someplace new to paint. We're leaving Dublin and heading further out into Ireland, across the countryside, and heading out to Galway, right on the edge, on the western edge of Ireland. And And I know you can't see America from there, but I tried. I tried looking. There's islands in the way. Uh, and it's exciting. Don't miss out. Smash that bell, turn on notifications so you'll be alerted to each additional episode that comes up. And a huge thank you to those that have already liked and subscribed. So do so. Be part of that group. Like and subscribe and keep up to date on all my adventures. And I hope you have a great day. Happy painting. Bye.